It is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This out quickly to Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Chargers 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Allen, the man in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Chargers nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like on Herbert, his 3rd interception. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jones will try and run with it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Jones trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Spiller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Jones. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, here's Eckler. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Matt Judon buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw. Jones. Setting up the screen. Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Carter. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this